Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. I don't even know how this is gonna go. You might hear me say Grand Rising a million times to the way how this is being recorded right now. I've got 1, 2 videos that just don't want to upload or even merge. My computer's going crazy. I haven't even slept, like honestly. I don't know, I thought I could be a computer technician. But anyway, during that time I was pushed again, because I was pushed to do this reading, so that's why I say I was pushed again to now come out and make this a launch video. This video here is a launch video. The reason why you see these cards is because I just made a video and for some reason let me tell you. But this is a launch video. This is a launch video of a deck that I'm creating, and it's called Say It Franc Like Granny and Say What You Mean Like Grandad. It's a deck of like some old West Indian saying, like what you may hear like in the Caribbean, like the older generation say. And there's even some of my own quotations in this, because why? I'm a new age grand. NA. So this is for the grands. This is the deck for the grands, I call it. Like hopefully there's a good friend out there and she hears that, she's gonna put a smile on her face. This is the deck for the grands. Say it frank like granny and say what you mean like grandad. It says, clear the corners of your life, close unrequited cycles, loose ends and residue. Clean up that corners of your life. Clean whatever it is that you need to do. Apology, like, I don't know, anything that you need to do to close up them loose ends. Get that last odd job sorted out. Get that last form sent. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Now there's 2 kinds in this deck. I don't know whether I'm going to split it and make it into 2. I'm still in the early stage of it all. This is just like prototype, sorry. This is a prototype kind of thing for me. I've used it once, this side of the deck, the ones that's written in pen. I've used it once in a personal read and it worked well. Really did align. But then there's another side of it which I was writing this morning, which is in more colours. It says, plenty more fish in the sea, new love, meeting the one, everything happens for a reason. Understanding is key to forgiveness of self and others. The who, the what, the why, the when, the how, to move forward. No smoke without fire. There's no smoke without fire. I said, if it nagosa, it almost gosa. That means there's something in the something. I've got a feeling that somebody feels that something's being said and there's something within what's being said. Whether that's something that's being said to you or something that's being said to others, but there's no smoke without fire. The higher the tree, the harder the fall. Kill the ego, shadow work. Misuse of power. And knock. Trying to understand my own handwriting. It says life, it's bigger than us. I feel like someone's had a shocking revelation. I'm just loving how the cards it's a line. And how I even got these cards going is the reason why some of them's written in hand, like, well, not hand, some of them are written in pen and some's written in colours here. And the reason why the ones that's in colour, I was literally up all morning just putting my time into it. As simple as you see them, I was putting my time and my energy and my efforts into it. I was literally pushed because I wasn't going to come out now and even use these cards in these ways, but I was literally pushed to say, do you know what, it's time, just do it. Just do it. So I just did it. Even the way how I'm coming out and launching them is not how I imagined I was going to do it. But I was just told, just do it. Maybe there's somebody out here that just needs to do it. I'm praying that this reading, I don't even care for the first one because that was my own personal reading that I was going to put up on YouTube like I've done before. I don't mind for that one. But this reading is for somebody. I was literally pushed throughout the whole day to do it, and I finally came back and I did it, and it was a long reading. It's around 2-hour reading, but it's a deep reading. And I've all lost it now. And then I've been trying to merge the clips together because it's come out in quite a few, so I've tried to merge it, and believe me and you, it ain't merging. Something's not coming together for somebody. Something's not coming together for somebody, but I believe in divine timing. This card again, this was one of the ones I just cleared up before I just started talking again. It says there's no fine line, there's just choices and decisions and consequences. It says only your friend knows your secret, and only your friend can reveal it. Listen, I learnt that lesson a long time ago. You only tell people what you don't care the world to know. Your future plans and all them things there, you keep it to yourself. Is the reason why I haven't really mentioned like this. I just kind of kept it to myself and just followed the highest energy within myself regarding them. A year ago I got led to do this. A year ago. And this was between me and a friend at the time, where we were helping each other through an ascension process. And just through talking, literally talking every day without fail, we would talk. And through the talking, it's like the upliftment would happen. And I would have the aha moment. And I said to her, I'm going to create a deck. And she said, you should. So what I would do, because I'm always saying like riddles or quotes or something, just random, like I would say, some people will take this for fun, but me, I'm going to take it serious like I found. You understand? Yeah, I just take it serious, but little things, so I'd write it down, and it was probably about, I don't know, about 2-3 months ago, I started writing this side of the deck, because I'd bought this playing card as soon as we made, you know, the idea, the suggestion of, alright then I'm going to make my own. I bought the plain ones and I left it there. It was literally under charge under my crystals. I just was pushed to do it that way. And I would change the crystals every now and again, again, following the highest energy within me in regards to them. So then it would just be there. It's literally just been always around me. At one point I had it under my pillow. At one point it's been next to a photo of my grandparent. Like, I'm just being pushed, led to do what I do. So I did that, but when I wrote this out, I ran out of space, so I knew I had to start another one. So then I bought another one. And that one was left there again for some time. I've used the writing ones, I haven't used the colour ones until now. This is the first time I'm using the colouring ones. And they worked well within the reading that I've done, the personal reading that I did. It worked very well. It was all aligned. I love it, how it worked. So I'm just putting it out there right now. So this is my deck. Say it Franc like Granny, and say what you mean like Grandad. Quotations. It says karmic family, karmic cycle, karmic partner, third party. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm not even going to tap in, but you have to just take it for what it is. When you see the other reason that comes up, you will understand what these mean. Alright, let me just break it down quickly, because who knows, that video might not even get up. Eventually it will, and it's available for anybody that actually wants to see it. You know, you can send it as it is. But let me say it as I clear my table, actually. So this is my deck. Say it Franc like Granny, I mean what you say like Grandad. After this I've got to go. This is literally taking up the whole of my night, my morning. trying to sort out this upload. It's just not uploading. So this is the advice. The read up from this is the last 7 minutes of the 2-hour video. If you don't listen to anything else, this read up here of these 2 cards, on point. It's a new deck as well. It's a new release, so I'm loving it already. It's called Angel Blessings. Let me get the box. Angel Blessings. But this was about a sacred union. After a sexual union, but it's a soulmate connection. Sacred union. This was a twin flame energy. Cliche, I know, but it was a strong connection that had a lot of burdens. But an Empress energy, which is at the top here, she is the Empress energy who came straight out the gate with the ancestor card, had been through some kind of ordeal with this man who they called the ruthless, judgmental, absent father, who's now wanting to return to have some form of communication. But this Empress is in the Queen of Swords energy and doesn't want to hear anything. The card actually says don't want to hear your excuses, because right now she's on a forward movement with passion, quickly too. She's made that decision, she's made that choice. When I was trying to tap into the energy of the feminine, every time from the beginning the cards would fly over into the masculine side of things. I feel like this is I don't know, but this is the energy that the ruthless father, judgmental person is coming back in, but it fell in the obstacle position. And it throughout the reading shows me that because these holes, these things that need to be looked at within the shadow work hasn't been looked at, not fully, is the reason why it was in the obstacle, neither upright or reversed. This Empress energy, this is the lessons that she has learned from it. No needing to having to go digging, looking over the masculine anymore. There's no need for it. She's ignoring all of the chaos. The Tower moment. This is the masculine's energy again, going through a Tower moment in the reverse, wanting to come out of that energy. Things is being brought to the light now, because this Empress is ready to move forward. This Empress is drained, doing too much, but nevertheless she's been able to manifest it. The Magician card's there. The Magician energy is here as well for the Empress, but the Magician energy was the energy of this ruthless, judgmental, absent father throughout the reading. Is trying to manifest some kind of change or some kind of reconciliation with this Empress energy again. But I don't feel it's going to go anywhere. If at best it could be a friendship that's seen from it. This is the Emperor's energy again. But it's the energy of the whole region, because there's healing that's needing to be done for this brand new cycle. Because this fell in the reverse, so this is a karmic cycle. But there's a resistance. This masculine energy is resisting the ending of this, and it's causing health issues for this masculine. When I ask what this masculine is going to do now that this Empress has said no to any rekindle, it says that he's just going to get back on his horse and start juggling again, breaking up homes, unhappiness, spreading his wings, I guess, because he's in this energy of being trapped, enforced, imprisonment, because the offer hasn't been accepted. There's no reconciliation here. It's a stalemate, because of the guilt wounds. Neglect wounds for this masculine was in the masculine's energy. That means that there's childhood wounds that this masculine is needing to deal with, is the reason why he inflicts it onto other people. Hurt people. and causes instability. But it's a need to surrender, divine masculine. If the other video don't go out, the whole energy of the reason was there was a need to surrender. Letting go of negativity, listening to the higher wisdom from self, shifting out of the ego and into soul-self. And I can feel the energy, the pull that this masculine is wanting to do that, but for some reason just can't, because this masculine is still being sneaky, shady, and wanting to make an offer in quiet. I'm going to leave this card because there was another card I want to show. This divine masculine, this ruthless judgmental energy is trying to find the confidence now to move towards the Empress, knowing that she survived, and it was a sad story. The energy I picked up on was a sad story, because when I asked what it is that this Empress has survived, she's gone through some form of intimacy energy where let's just say an unjust, I don't even want to tap back into it. And the reason why is because this masculine was at a crossroads and didn't know what to do, so panicked. And the reason why this masculine was at a crossroads and didn't know what to do is because this masculine put himself in an energy where he got caught up. And I picked up in the energy of the reading that it was unprotected, caught up. This masculine may be ill now because of that unprotected, caught up, and needs to now send a message of concern to this Empress. But the Empress, there's a need for the Empress to be careful, because prying eyes, charming, leading you on. Don't be impatient with the journey. Be patient with the journey. What's meant to be will be. This masculine energy is walking away from some people, places and things. Right at the beginning of the reading, there was an energy of not listening or caring what the people say and moving towards your happiness, your true happiness. This masculine's got a choice. That's what I picked up on, because the original part of the reading, it made me feel as though this masculine's got a feminine energy around him that he does love, but because of maybe appearance or religion, color, whatever it is, some kind of indifference, this masculine's wanting to go back to an energy of comfortability. But that, I guess that comfort pillow is over here with the mature woman in the reverse. That was the energy of the Empress that this ruthless man wanted to put her in. And when I asked why was she in this energy, because of intimacy, and that's when I picked up on the unjust energy. I'm not going to tap back into that, not going to lie. It was in reverse. The masculine, when I pulled upon the masculine, divine masculine card, there was a kind of acknowledgement that wrong had been done towards this Empress. It's the reason why this masculine energy wanted to come back to offer some form of compensation, apology, or some great fortune was the card that came out. Abundance. But this divine feminine is reluctant to take it. There was a message here also that this divine masculine is literally being pushed through dreams, through music, through all kinds of synchronicities. It's like someone's conscience is beating them for what wrongs they've done to this Empress, and now wanting to make amends, trying to communicate through telepathy. It says, able to hear each other's thoughts and converse mentally, able to sense each other's feelings and moods. Because I definitely felt an energy of mirroring effect. There was so much cards of mirroring. Hopefully the other video loads up. But here it says faith. This high priestess was losing faith within the journey at some point. but turned it around with the magician energy that's out. Clarity is being brought to the situation in regards of what's taken place in the past within this situation. It's a long-term relationship. Nostalgia energy, Six of Cups energy. This was the energy that the Divine Masculine was sneaking around. This energy, it came up with this card here. It says inner demons and addictions. It was telling me that any shadow work that needed to be done, this masculine energy needs to surrender, whilst this Empress energy is having to detox. Well, it's in the reverse. It came out in a kind of way. So I feel like this is a process. This is work in process for the Empress, because the masculine tried to come back in a thieving energy. Not that he came back with a thieving energy, or maybe he did come back with a thieving energy, but this came out when I asked what was the intention of this ruthless man, and it was thief that came out and needing to have to send a message of concern, and hasn't sent a message of concern. But there's a need to send a message of concern, is where I was picking up on. Within that caught up energy, maybe the masculine had picked up some kind of illness and needed to relay that and hasn't. Now wanting to compromise, trying to get the will to compromise. This is the Divine Masculine card now that came up, which is aligning with the reading of a soulmate connection, it's something that felt sacred, that got sabotaged because there was no balance in this situation. But now someone's needing to follow the guidance of the ancestors. Feathers are out throughout the whole of this reading, so I know that there's angel guidance, and that's the energy that pushed me to do this reading in the first place. If you go back to the other video, I literally felt the energy, and when I woke up from sleep that morning, I literally, first thing I saw was angel wings, and I was like, oh yeah. High Priestess. This is the same energy as the Empress, who's gone through some kind of ordeal, some kind of betrayal, ultimate betrayal. But with the energy of the Magician, which is over here, who was clarifying the Empress, has worked hard on overcoming whatever this energy was, whatever this unjust was around intimacy for this Empress. She's overcome it, or at least it's a working process. This is the card now, but now I've lost the one. But the one where he was putting the finger over his mouth, it's the same energy as whatever these trauma wounds are from childhood. It's the same energy somebody's carrying. It's the same memory. It's a mirroring effect. This is not even the little girl's finger over her mouth. That's a whole grown adult's finger over her mouth, telling this child to shh. Same way, like this sneaky energy that was coming back. It was in quiet. Same energy. Lessons. This is a karmic cycle. There's a karmic partner involved in this situation, be it that's whoever got caught up, or whether this is a karmic cycle. It's definitely a karmic cycle, because lessons are being learnt in this situation. The Empress has learned to let go. But this Emperor is needing still to do shadow work, whatever this breakup is that this Emperor has had. And I feel like it's not even just a breakup with the Empress. There's a third energy here. I just didn't pick up on it too much within the reading. This was mainly about this sacred union, because someone's longing for you, but the shadow work hadn't been done. This card was in the reverse. At one point I thought the Empress was going to forgive and get back into a union with this connection, and I kind of felt sad for her at the time, because I was thinking, why would you? But then the card, I don't want to hear it, here it is, came out. So I thought, okay, so there's love and passion within this, because the flame's still burning card came out. So there's still love and passion within this union. But this Empress has just had enough. You can love somebody and not be with somebody. That's okay. The card says, even though we're not in spirit, even though we're not together in the physical, we're always going to be together in the spirit. Why? Because whatever memories